Different friend groups. Hello, everybody. Tom here. Hope you're all well. I want to talk today about the different friend groups we will experience in this life. So, reason for bringing this up is I've realised over the years how much the dynamic of friendship can change, and people that were your friends years ago now aren't your friends, or you drift apart. Not only that, there's different friendship groups. So there are people that you've known a very long time. And by that, they would probably quantify as a friend rather than an acquaintance, shall we say. Example, I have friends I have known. I have a friend I have known since I'm 6, 7 years old, and we're still in touch. He's a father. His son is my godson. So yeah, he's a long-term friend. I wouldn't class him as a best friend. That's perhaps because of the time and perhaps growing apart a little bit that we're not really BFFs anymore. But he is an old friend and someone I've known a long time and somebody I hold in high regard. Then there are the people that I used to go to school with many years ago. To be honest, there's only really a couple of people I keep in touch with from school. And when I say school, I mean high school. I don't mean primary school, because that is like a very long time ago for me. But the guy I just mentioned earlier, he was a primary school friend, obviously, 6 years old. And we're still friends now. Then there's the people I went to high school with, secondary school, high school for those of you in America, as you like to call it. Secondary school is the proper word over here. And yeah, those people inevitably have moved on. They've had their own children and families, and some of them have moved on. Sadly, some of them have died as well, which is a shame. And I would probably call them as more acquaintances than friends, because of the exception of like a couple, a lot of them have moved and don't really speak to me anymore, and that's fine. Then there's people I went to college with. I'm not in touch with any of them, sadly. After years of trying to keep in touch and meet up, it's gradually run its course. And again, I'd probably say they're more acquaintances now than friends. It's a shame, really, because I did have some good pals from college that I would like to have still been in touch with now. But it's life, isn't it? Then there's university pals. Uh, yeah, I'm in touch with a couple, but again, compared to the group that I had, it's kind of gone. Then there's people you're friends with through hobbies. So, as you know, a lot of you know, I used to dance. I was in a crew as a break dancer. So, there's the guy that taught me to dance. He's a mutual friend. But we've kept in touch over the years, on and off. He's a close friend and he's a good friend, but we don't see much of each other now because he works in a school. I have two jobs, as you know, and in that little group, there's the three of us. One of them, he works a 0 hours contract, and most weekends he's not available. Now, my only real time, really, when I can say for definite I'm going to be available, is probably on a weekend. Not every weekend, but some weekends. Then there's friends you made through other friends, which is a weird one because there's a one or two friends I've made through other friends that I'm better friends with now than I was with the original person, which is crazy. So my best friend was a friend of my friend that I don't speak to anymore. Again, life. It's one of those. And lastly, and to be very clear, your work colleagues. Your work colleagues are not really your friends. They are what they are. They are work colleagues. There may be a couple that you were close with that you would regard as a friend outside of work. You'd probably go for drinks. You might have similar sort of family dynamic or something. But for the most part, remember that your work colleagues are not your friends, and try not to be in that mind state, okay? Work is can be a very competitive, a very toxic and very divisive area. And you need to be very careful what sort of treatment you're giving that, okay? And I will elaborate on that. So just be really careful. I've kept in touch with a few people from my last workplace, and we do keep in touch. But in the current job I'm in, I can't really say there's anyone really that I would regard as a good friend. There's people, again, I'm well better with than others. If I was to leave, and obviously I am looking for another job, there's probably only a handful I would even attempt to keep in touch with. And then, again, the numbers are quite low. So yeah, just a little thing today about different friend groups. You're all going to experience it at some point in your life. You will have friends through work, friends through academics, friends you've known because it's a friend of the family. The list is as long as it is wide. Try and differentiate between somebody you know that's not your friend, but it's someone you've been acquainted with, someone who is a friend for life. To those, you probably have a precious few. Those that you're friends with because of hobbies, I wouldn't really say you're that invested. And then the last one is obviously your work colleagues. I'm a great believer in business and pleasure don't mix, and never the twain shall meet. It's a bit of an old-fashioned thing. It's rare that I'd be a really strong friend with somebody I work with. That's just how I am. Guys, third and final video of the week. I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening. I really appreciate your time and energy spent on my channel. Thank you kindly. Third and final video, as I said, please put down in the comment section below. Can you classify how many friend groups you've got? How many proper good friends would you say can you rely on one sort of sitting? A lot of people, it's only literally a few on one hand. If you have lots of people you can rely on, lots of friends, good for you. But I find sometimes quality is better than quantity. Please, if you would, consider hitting that subscribe button down below. That'd be great. Consider giving me a thumbs up and a like as well. And let's hear that bell sign go ding dong so you know when my next content's out. We'll be back next week with a couple more videos. But until then, please take care of yourselves, all of you. And bye for now.